I've even forgot to unmute the mic. That's how unprofessional we are.
Hey, don't get me into this. That's a you, not we.
You're here, so that means you're involved with the stream. That's the way it
And
works.
technically, I can see myself there on the bottom left-hand corner. So.
Yep, and you're sponsoring the stream, so thank you to Stowers Window Cleaning for sponsoring the stream as always. So technically you are working because you're sponsoring the stream, so it's not a day off. Damn it, we've been really bad this morning. I might have to pull this stream later.
It's one of those Fridays.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, Friday or Wednesday for you? Game.
Yeah, it was awful.
Did you go?
Yeah, I did. It was terrible. I tried not to talk about it.
Why did you lose?
Yeah, I got.
When it came, so I only watched it on Match of the Day.
Yeah.
So when it came up first, I was like, oh, if you're going to batter them, or
Yeah.
you're going to lose.
Yeah, and we
And it was
lost.
the latter.
So all good. Yeah, I forgot to have my.
Music's relaxing.
Yeah.
Like the party.
Technical issues. It's technical issues day.
Music loud, don't mind.
No, so we can hear all of us, but no one can hear us.
Is that people tipping on your...
Yep.
Nice.
Got a few tips here and there. This is brilliant.
Nice.
Oh, that's sweet. How does that work?
You can just send me some money, and
What, it goes into PayPal?
yeah, the generous people of the stream support their local coffee maker. Or in Gaguma's case and Philip's case, they're not so local coffee because Gaguma's from South Korea and Philip is from Ireland.
Right.
So
It's nice.
it's rather nice of them. Keeps things ticking.
Yeah. How's your day been though, so far?
What was that?
How's your day been so far?
You're alright, just had the guitar lesson and now we're doing a very disorganised stream.
Could be one of those that ends up on, you know, funniest or worst streams.
That's probably going to be the worst stream ever.
Combination.
I've managed to run out of magenta ink already on my printer, so I've got no
Wow.
ink left already.
There we go, look, just come up.
Yeah,
What?
Notification, say Ben's live.
yeah, it takes a while. Good. It's why I usually have a 5-minute intro,
Yeah.
but the intro didn't launch today because I didn't launch it with the intro on because I'm an idiot.
That's why we rang. We thought you wasn't here today. Because we come on, went to go on your live at home and you wasn't there.
Yeah, 3:30 on a Friday because of my guitar lesson.
I thought it was 3 finished
So,
for some reason.
afternoon, Anthony. Afternoon, Mr. Carterman. Can you send the tip link? Oh God, now everyone's asking for the tip link. Oh.
I wonder if the tips are going to go up or down as I'm sitting here.
You don't get any of them, unfortunately. So don't feel like you've got to do this, Anthony, but if you want the tip link, there it is. Let's make sure Nightbot's working. That would be typical, wouldn't it, that Nightbot wasn't working either. Yeah. Oh, that was rather fast today. Okay. So today's music is from the consoles. So if you need jazz music that sounds like video games, follow them on YouTube because they're brilliant. That's now too soft. There we go. So video game jazz music.
Was it?
Yeah.
Does it say what game it's to?
Yeah.
What?
So this one in particular is from Persona 4 Golden, which is probably a Nintendo game. But there's Pokemon games, there's Legend of Zelda games, there's Mario Kart, Battlefield from
That's funny, isn't it?
yeah,
That's different.
based out of Australia. They're really great lads, and they say you can use their music as long as you put a link in the description, which it is in the description.
Nice.
So hopefully they don't knock the stream off because it says they can use it. I'll hold them to that.
What are you drinking?
Okay. Valentine's, please.
Yeah.
Oh, forgotten.
She
Well,
said-
I haven't forgot it. It's in the other car.
She said the S word, Ben.
Yeah, did you join the stream yesterday where we talked about how awful sugar is?
No.
No.
We talked about that for half. It was a very controversial thing. We
I'm
done some controversial topics yesterday. It was great.
I'm trying to cut down.
What
I've gone over to lemon and ginger then.
Oh bloody hell!
What was the?
There were 3 topics. One of them was. It's in the bin somewhere.
Smells good.
Should laptops be banned from coffee shops to promote chatting?
Yeah.
I don't have sugar in my coffee shop. Am I right or am I wrong? And number 3, is a niceness discount immoral? Because I was thinking of implementing.
Okay. What's a niceness discount?
So I was thinking of proving a point and raising my prices all by 50p.
Yeah.
And if you say please and or thank you, your coffee is reduced by 50p.
Wow. And that's something that just comes naturally to me.
Okay, I'm going to say back.
So you guys you wouldn't have to pay that 50p because you always say please and thank you.
Yeah.
But as someone that comes into my shop,
But do you know what? We was brought up with manners. My mum and dad
so that was
used to
the
really tell us
entire
off.
conversation. Is
Yeah.
But has anyone come in this place and not said please and thank you?
exactly. So it doesn't matter really because everyone says please and thank you. But on the eventuality it does, they pay extra 50p for not being nice.
But they wouldn't know it now.
So in a bigger coffee shop, let's say 7 grams, that would be a money making scheme because no one says please or thank you.
How rude. It's just something that should just be in your bag.
Yeah.
I do have, and the word changes depending on how I'm trying to describe the person. It could be a dickhead tax or an idiot tax, but I do have those taxes in place. Like if I find someone that's rude or unreliable or just picky or pretentious, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
I just put the price up for that
But
reason.
it's
Or just don't go back.
yeah, but
When they're coming to you, I'm going to them. I
Yeah.
don't have to turn up.
it's an interesting conversation we had because it wouldn't really be a matter here because everyone says please and thank you here, but on the odd eventuality that it does happen, extra
That's
50p.
And do you know what? That's why I get so upset. And I also get frustrated when you let someone go in the car
Yeah.
and they don't even put their hand up to say
Yeah.
thank you. How much effort is it just to raise your hand and go thanks? They just carry on driving. I think, how rude.
The only thing you might have to be a bit. I'll wait till you finish that.
Yeah. Might have to be a bit what?
Dubious about is if you're putting your prices up straight away. Some people who aren't rude might have their nose put out of joint when they see like.
No, they won't know.
Well, you'll do a post on Instagram and you do niceness tax now in effect. You'd put like a poster up and people would say, oh, there's a new thing now, there's a new...
Oh, okay, so you're gonna make a big deal out of it. It's
You
not like.
make a deal out of it
Okay.
for the people that already come here. But I would already tell people that already come here, such as yourselves and Glenn.
I'd like to think you'd never have to tell us.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to tell you because everyone already says please and thank you in
Yeah.
this shop.
There is so many people that don't have manners.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not many of them come here though.
No.
No.
Because this is the place where you go for your journey rather than...
Yeah, so I've been trying to explain to people about this place.
This is not like a stop shop. It's
No,
somewhere
this
where you-
isn't a regular coffee shop. I
Yeah.
suppose.
This is
different.
a what's it called? An oasis
This
almost.
is a hub. That's what it is. A genuine community hub.
So Cartman's saying this is great television. It is great
Hey.
television. It is great television.
So did you have subjects lined up for today?
No. It was just for yesterday. I wanted to trial it.
Oh,
I bet
damn, we like a debate.
So what was the response on the laptop question?
Oh, I totally disagree.
It went 80-20 for banning laptops.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Well, I'm just going to throw something back in here.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people these days, they blame the phone and the laptops and the tablets. But when we didn't have them, we'd pick up newspapers and magazines. We still wouldn't communicate with each other.
The difference, what I'm saying is,
I know it stops that working, like buying a coffee and working all day. I know it stops
But
that.
Mark, you
that's
know-
the point, because what a lot of people do, particularly in my shop in Clapham, is they will get in the shop at 8 o'clock in the morning, get 1 cup of coffee, and then sit there for 12 hours
Exactly.
until 6
Yeah.
o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, that's
You
not
read the paper, what, 20 minutes, flick through, and then you're gone.
You can't read a paper from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6
No,
o'clock in the evening.
exactly. 20
Unless
minutes.
you're a really slow
Yeah, so if you're
reader.
talking about the laptops for work purposes where you sit there all day, I agree. But if it's just a case of they're on their laptop whilst they're having a coffee and then they go in, then
There should be a sign up then, while on laptop, 20 minutes stay under.
Not trying to figure out the tip link, you have to join the tip. I don't know if you need a, I think you might need a Streamlabs membership, I don't know. I don't physically know, I've always had one, so. I think you've got to sign in with your YouTube link, I think that's how it works, I can't remember.
And what was the response from the sugar?
Same. Probably because people like me too much, but well, they don't disagree with
They're
me.
sucking up to you.
Yeah, everyone sucks up, it's a problem.
I'm trying, because I know sugar's bad for you, but I've only ever had brown sugar. We don't have
It's
white.
still sugar, that's the problem.
Is it not as, it's not as bad though, is it?
It's still sugar. It's just in a different colour. Brown sugar and white sugar are the same thing, it's just brown sugar looks nicer.
I thought it was because white
No.
sugar's bleached.
White sugar's.
It's definitely bleached as well.
Yeah,
but it's just
yeah.
like-
If you had to have one or the other, then go brown.
But then brown sugar ruins the taste of coffee because it's brown sugar's got its own flavour to it, whereas white sugar doesn't.
So I think it helps.
I'm
What I used to
trying-
when I liked sugar in coffee. I
I'm
don't
trying to
anymore.
cut down. I know it's not good for you.
Is this your new ink already?
No, it's the wrong one. I don't know why it told me to buy these two, the printer and that ink, because I've got an Epson printer and it sold me HP ink. So
What you're saying?
So I'm going to take it. Well, actually, no, I don't even know. I've got an HP printer at home. So what I've done is spend money on printer ink, and it doesn't fit my printer. And I've opened it now, so I can't get a refund because I panicked, as usual.
How many did you get? How many labels did you get out of your pink? Complete?
Not a lot. No. 16 labels.
16.
Nothing.
Wow.
But it's the thing that comes with the printer, so they're not going to give you a lot, are they? They
Oh,
won't.
it's just a demo one.
Yeah, it's demos.
Thanks, Ben. I'm going to need the bad S words. So.
The forbidden fruits.
It doesn't exist.
That's right. Can't see it on camera, it's alright.
You can't see it because I blocked it out.
Yeah, no.
So what were you going to go for? Are you going to go for pre-Valentine's Day drink? Or?
Yeah, let's do the power of love in
Yeah.
the V16 piece.
Okay, yeah. I can do that.
See what's going on. Did you do a cold brew of it? Oh, I tried it, didn't I?
Yeah, you liked it. Need to do another one of it. On Monday, we're going to do the Power of Love on tap as well, because it's Valentine's Day on Monday.
What are you naming?
So we will do it on tap. It's a Monday at the coffee company, Valentine's Day blend.
Little Christmas tree in there. Looks like a little Christmas tree.
That's good.
Together.
I think I'm going to need a double
I know you're a car man, so you'd appreciate this. Check out our new ride.
Interesting. Is that your courtesy car?
Yeah.
Surely that's not you that's compliant.
It is actually because it's petrol.
Ridiculously stupid rules.
I didn't even think of that there.
They keep on changing their tune every 5 minutes of what is good for the environment, what isn't. Yet they don't ban sending recycling to the Far East, which then goes in a landfill in the Far East instead. So we're dumping our problems on other people.
Exactly. And then it ends up in the sea. Yeah, it's all bollocks if you ask me.
As much as recycling should be absolutely done because recycling is incredibly important. But recycling should mean we recycle it and then we use it.
It's not so much the recycling, it's the preventing.
Yeah.
Can we not use it in the
We
first
should be
place?
we should be using stuff that doesn't have to be recycled.
Did I tell you about the place we found out in Essex?
Yeah, well, you did tell me that.
Yeah. So for example, like, we'll find something. This.
Yeah.
Once that's run out, you can literally take that empty bottle down there, refill it, and like washing up liquid or
Yeah. Brilliant.
stuff for your bathroom.
Or clean it out and then use it to water your plants.
Yeah, but then you've got to buy another one.
Yeah. About hundreds of
So
them.
you're creating another. If we can stop buying them in the first place,
Yeah.
that'd be a very good start.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Do a show on the difference between white sugar and brown sugar. I can't do that, unfortunately, because I'm not.
I'm very limited in my knowledge.
Yeah.
All I know is brown sugar. Demerara sugar, is it called?
Demerara, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
More natural.
It's more natural, whereas white has been mucked around with.
It's been crushed, it's been ground, it's been bleached,
Yeah.
and
Why, what does someone else?
Someone
Yeah.
else the difference between the two.
it's definitely something we can do. But I don't like sugar in my drinks anyway. So even if it's the best quality sugar, I still don't put it in my drinks. I don't put honey in my drinks.
Well, I was doing like half a dozen coffees a day,
Yeah.
2 to 3 sugars in each coffee.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's go to
You
brown.
might as well have you might as well have one bottle of Coke. It's enough caffeine and enough sugar for you for the entire day.
Exactly.
Because one bottle of Coke is 28 spoons of sugar.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Do you hear that, Mark?
I've had a self-pity moment. Do you ever get those moments?
I drink Coke too much because I love the stuff.
You get
Like,
a moment you go like, I just need some sugar. So I just had a bag of M&M's, like the share bag, for one. M&M's, chocolate buttons, and a can of Coke.
Yeah. It's why I love beer so much, because beer is full of sugar. And that's what gets you addicted to alcohol, the sugar in the beer.
Definitely.
If you don't drink, so it's now easy for me to not drink beer because I don't need the sugar content.
Yeah.
So my body's now used to not having so much sugar in it.
Isn't it good though? You managed to just switch over like that.
Easy.
Go in there every night and then just cut it out like that. I wish I could do that with sugar.
It's because I'm a, what's it called? I'm a control freak. Saying that, I might go to the beer shop later. So I love the beer shop. And everyone else should love the beer shop.
I love the beer shop.
I love the beer
I haven't
shop.
been there for ages.
But the thing is, we've got a load of Irish lads coming to the Tottenham game on Sunday. So I'm trying to cut, so I'm going to be like, I'm going to keep it calm. Well, when did I last have a beer? Wednesday, and it's Friday, so 2 days ago. So I could be sneaky and have one.
What's the game Sunday?
Wolves at home, big game. Wolves are in a bad moment at this moment in time, but
Can't underestimate them, though.
yeah, they're a good team. They don't score a lot of goals, but they are very good defensively.
Yeah. And you don't score many goals, and
We score plenty of goals, it's just we can't
you're
defend.
not defensively great either.
We can't defend.
Right.
It's the opposite. We can score goals, but we can't defend.
It was way too easy for Southampton.
No, they
From what I saw.
they will give any team in the Premier League a game. They will beat you if they play you.
They did beat us last year.
They will beat they beat Man City away from home. They are a very good team, and I think a lot of people are giving Southampton not as much credit as they deserve. They are a very good gegenpressing team, just like Liverpool are, just like Man United want to be, but they're just shocking.
What are you having, Mark?
We're
Are you having filter?
Get a lot more flavours out of it.
As a child, I used to have 3 sugars in tea or coffee, but now there's only 1 to do with age. Yeah, your taste buds are you've developed fully.
I think they change every
They do,
7
yeah.
years.
Your body changed every 7 years.
Whereas I only used to eat chicken nuggets when I was a kid, but now I can eat anything. Except for fish, maybe. I think I still get done by the smell of fish. I need to end there.
Well, you don't like it?
I don't like the smell of fish. I've never have. So I think it's because when we used to go to Cornwall, not used to, we still go to Cornwall. We used to walk behind the back of Padstow. where all like the fishing docks were, and the smell of rotten fish was just like in the air. It was like walking through the smell of rotten fish, and that's what I think is what killed it. So my uncle won't drink milk cold at all. He hates the taste of milk when it's cold. He hates the taste of butter. It's really weird. It's that he won't. It's definitely a mental thing that I need to crack. So me as a Jewish person, I can't stand the taste of smoked salmon. It's too fishy. I can't taste it. As soon as someone opens a packet of it, I want to gag.
Fair enough. I'm glad you didn't choke all over my salmon and cheese bagel. That wasn't a bagel, what was it? Was it the...
Bagel?
No, don't say it, don't say it. I'm going to get it.
Oh no, Colorado.
That's it. I couldn't get it.
So I'm getting better with that. I'm getting better. I'm learning how to knock it out.
They were really nice rolls. Really nice rolls. At Ben's.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been down there to get him myself yet.
Where? Gansil.
Not Gansil, Grange
Hill.
Station, wasn't it?
Jealousy.
Yeah.
The best one is in Barkingside, the telephone.
Then, Sean put the other day on Facebook, just been to make a shop at Gansil.
Oh yeah.
And he put all these pictures of all his car. And he had your salmon, cream cheese.
Salmon cream cheese, really nice.
It's got to be good cream cheese though. Not many of them exist anymore.
Treating the last sugar probably.
Yeah.
How many people were?
4 so far. We're streaming at the same time as Tottenham on tour with the Irish Hotspur at the same time. They're doing a collaborating stream, so I don't think I'll have many viewers on a Friday today. But we're here to chill with the chat. All that matters is you have 4 people that are happy rather than 100 people that are not happy. That's what we're here for. We're trialling this new music, which is a bit. It's interesting. It's a bit too.
It's too upbeat.
Yeah.
It's a bit too upbeat for me.
Yeah, I'm twitching. Normally I come here and I'm like,
Usually I
but at the
come in,
moment
I
I'm
fall
literally
asleep,
twitching.
But I'm tapping my leg.
Exactly.
We're in a New York jazz bar.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's Friday.
Is that psychology when you just got to drink your drink and get out? Next customer, please.
But now you can't hear it on stream. It's really hard to.
Lovely.
Did you speak to Dan though, Mark, and say? Thank you.
Don't bring back Grange Hill is a part of Chigwell.
Was he talking about Grand Chill, the
TV program. Grange
Oh,
Hill.
do you remember that? Do you? I bet you don't, do you?
No, it's not. It's not something I used to watch. Grange Hill is a part of Chigwell.
I remember
Probably before your time, actually, Ben.
I remember watching
I do like programs that are before my time. No.
Old program.
It's a kids program, really. Like a Saturday morning type program, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kids just misbehaving at school, wasn't it? School drama.
Sorry, Ben. I really do try and add the tip. I'll just put on my card details. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No problem. You don't need to give me a tip anyway, Anthony. It's not. As it says, we're only here for your vibes. That's all that matters. Vibes and comments and shares.
Carl, just come on.
Mr. Carl Simpson, hello, sir. How's everyone doing with the new music for today? It's a bit too upbeat, I think, as much as I like it.
Is that Carl go on the
Goes on a lot of the Tottenham channels.
the Tottenham Tantrum Gold?
He's in there in the chat sometimes. A lot of people are mostly in the chat.
Starting to recognise names.
Yeah.
Coming
I'm
through.
getting to know the names as well. Is it Catman? Is Catman?
Catman Jess.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not here at the
Is it
moment.
from me? Is he from Poland?
Canada.
Oh,
You was thinking of snow though.
yeah.
Not much snow in Poland.
I know. I was going to say that. Let's not get into the subject of geography, eh?
No, never been.
Don't like geography.
Let's not ask the question. What's the
Put it
difference?
this way, talking of geography, Bracken's 15-year-old friend showed me up the other day really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And him and Bracken was really cracking up and laughing at me because I didn't know the difference between a continent and
Country.
yeah.
Bloody hell.
I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless, Ben. Ben, I'm hopeless at geography.
Or counties.
Yeah. And his friends taking GCSE geography.
That's what they know everything.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. So I said thank you twice then. Do
Yeah.
I get a pound off?
No. We don't do discounts here.
Someone's talking about Grange Hill. I don't remember the end of it really.
What did I say? Because I remember it really, I just watch it all the
It
time.
was part of their childhood and they prolonged it
Well, it was
too
part of my
much.
childhood as well. I went there and got my smoked salmon bagels from there.
Ow.
Different Grange Hill.
He must be, is it he?
Yeah,
He
Mr.
must-
Carter man.
He must be the same era as me.
Yeah,
Is he? 60s, 70s? Born in the 60s, 70s?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember much. of
Remember,
it.
I used to watch Dad's Army religiously growing up, and I was born in 1995.
That was a Friday or Saturday night, I think.
I am a depressed Spurs fan, so this music is too upbeat.
Well, I thought I'd come in the correct attire today.
Hate the music and it's setting off my Alexa, lol. I love the previous calm, relaxing, maybe do a poll. What do people prefer? This type of original, more calm, or the raw?
I prefer the calmer.
I mean, I think I do as well, but sometimes you do need a bit of upbeat.
Yeah.
We need to try the different
But
things.
Ben, what happened to your Disney? We used to love that.
The problem is I can't. If I play Disney music, Walt Disney will send me an absolute $1 million lawsuit.
Oh, forget that thing.
Quite a few years ago, Bracken.
That when we get into the soon we'll start bringing that back.
Yeah.
Bring it back in the summer.
1976, he's saying.
What, he was born?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he was rated that money.
So don't tell me. Try to work out how old you are. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, get out of here. I had your birthday a couple of weeks ago.
I've forgotten.
Who you reckon? You're joking. What?
55.
I've got whispered mouth. I'm not embarrassing you.
Oh, so yeah.
So basically, mine is,
Yeah, I'm going to assume 46. Thereabouts.
yeah. Yeah, it was an 80th program.
Why is the music setting off your Alexa though? That's very interesting.
Oh, talking about that, what's really annoying, so Bracken's got an Alexa in his room.
Yeah.
We've got a smart TV that's
Yeah.
linked up to
His Alexa.
Fire Stick. No, it's not. It's on the same Alexa, the same Amazon account,
Yeah.
but they're not directly linked to each
Yeah.
other. And he will say like, Alexa, play something.
And you'll play it on your TV.
Sorry. No, and then the TV will just come up with a different menu.
Yeah.
Just when I'm in the middle
program
of... The worst thing though is when you're playing FIFA.
Oh, God.
Like it's 2-2, and they're getting close to your area,
And you're
and it pops up. They're like,
Yeah.
your
Come on.
kid is evil.
And I love it. I'm like, yes.
See,
it might be the
Back in
controller,
my
the stick's
day-
broken.
back in my day, people used to use a remote controller to change the bleeding TV
Exactly.
channel, and now people are so lazy. They've
Hey,
got
back in my day, you've got up and turn the telly over. You had to push a button on the telly.
bring it back, because people they can't even use they can't even use their thumb to change the channel anymore. What is wrong with this country?
Back in my day, you had 4 channels.
Yeah.
Fine.
Until about 8 o'clock and the electricity went off. If you play Disney, I would send you for a lawsuit. I have 2 kids and they get enough Disney time. It's burning my ears. So the music I play is not necessarily Disney music.
No, not like that.
It's Disney music as in
From the theme park.
theme park atmospheric music
Ambiance.
from ambience from Disney. And it takes me back and it really feels the reverb of the room.
It's from the rides, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I'm cooking, I listen to Remy's music from.
Oh yeah.
What's the
Louis.
restaurant called?
Gusto's.
So's, yeah. I'm just chopping away. I'm just thinking I'm Remy in the film.
Hello Nifa, lovely to see you as always. Hope you're doing well. When
nice, bit of the
football and
garden.
TV was great, early 80s to late 80s, that's the reason I became a Spurs fan. Yeah, because we were actually half decent in the 80s, despite the fact we were going bankrupt.
To be honest, that's the reason why I'm a Liverpool fan, because I was like, who does my brother support? And he was a bit of a glory hunter,
Yeah,
so he supported Liverpool through their high days.
yeah, so you went with your brother.
So I just followed suit.
My parents are evil people. They said, how can we make our children more miserable? I know, we will support Tottenham. We will just abuse our kids for the rest of their lives by making them support Tottenham. We've already gone through the good years and now they will suffer.
Yeah, I was going to
So
say.
we've enjoyed ourselves and now these lot have to suffer.
Tottenham were very good, weren't they? Back in the day.
A long time ago.
Yeah, back in the day.
A long time ago.
Back in the day, the long, long ago.
When you had all the old players.
What was you doing in the garden? I want to know. Had what TVs?
Back in my day,
Valve
we
TVs.
had to wait. We had Valve TVs and had to wait 10 minutes for it to start up.
Brilliant. It is crazy how things have moved on in our lifetime.
It is when you think back. Even in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Let alone my mum and dad.
The only thing where technology hasn't really gone up is guitar stuff because they're still using the same. People are going back. People are going back to the 50s because like, wait, the guitars were better in the 50s. Why are we making new stuff?
What are you making?
I'm going to make myself a Valentine's cappuccino because I think I deserve it.
Oh, nice.
How many coffees a day do you have here, Ben?
About 2? 1 or 2?
Not bad then.
I'd be a nightmare. I'd be having one every hour at least.
I often think that in different shops because when I go in the bakers, I often think, God, if I worked in the bakers, I'd be eating cream cakes all day.
Definitely. I'll have to tell you a story,
Yeah.
and they can listen as well. What's that, the answer to my garden?
No problem, neither. It's not a problem. Disney soundtrack, give it a go, and we can try a different soundtrack every day. Problem with Disney is they will block you.
Yes.
You like. I would love to play AC/DC here because I would just blast AC/DC here for like 10 years. If I played them for 5, not even if I played the chorus of Back in Black, instant.
By who?
The record company, they would knock you off faster than you could say Quidditch. See Mark and Mandy in the house. Always lovely to see them.
As always.
Hi!
You're becoming characters in my sitcom.
Yeah.
We are.
I'm gonna have to do that thing.
It's gonna be like Friends or something.
Yay! Cheers, more like I think.
Ding dong. You see it's coming. You go ding dong.
Yay!
Who's gonna be the villain though? It's gotta be a villain.
My brother Will.
Fair enough. So growing up, I didn't have much surplus food around.
Yeah.
So when I was a teenager, I worked in a pub.
Yeah.
The idea was I went to learn how to cook,
Yeah.
but all they did was put me on washing up duty.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like someone would order
This is gross.
a ploughman's,
Yeah.
So you get like ham and cheese and a baguette cut into pieces.
Yeah.
And if it comes back and it's not really
You'd eat it.
touched,
Yeah, it did.
I'd eat the clean
That's
stuff
horrible. It's
and
better
then
someone's plate.
wash it up.
Yeah, people did that.
Yeah. It's great. It's a
I was
great
like, how
time.
do you do
It's a
that?
great time.
Oh, who was it? Oh, it was
You could have handled it.
who was the comedian? A comedian worked in a steakhouse, and he would deliberately make people order the porterhouse steak knowing they couldn't finish it and wanted to take it home, so he got the rest of the porterhouse. So I have 2 porterhouses because you won't be able to eat them, so I'll take them home.
Brilliant.
I was pressured by my 2 cousins to support either Saints or Liverpool, but I stood by it and decided to support the Spurs. And you definitely made the wrong choice. See, there was no option in my family. There's no option.
Stooge told him.
Yeah, it's a dictatorship.
I must admit, like, Bracken's never liked football, never followed football. And when he was young, Mark was forever forcing him to support Liverpool.
Yeah, that's the
Buying
rule.
him all the football kits and everything.
Yeah.
And then one time, Bracken was about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Bracken, we was out and these blokes were all asking me questions. Oh, you've done really well this weekend. Who's your favourite player? And all that. Bracken went, I don't know. My dad makes me wear it.
And then he changed from from Liverpool to Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Only because
His mates were
blue.
wearing it.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Because the kit was blue.
Oh,
That's it.
Mate. And
That's called, what's it called? Blaspheme. So my mum, bless her, didn't know anything about football, and she really wanted me to get a Tottenham kit, so she went in the shop and there were no Tottenham kits left. So she bought me a Chelsea kit, and when she brought that home, my dad took the kit out and he put it in the incinerator. He took it out in the garden and he incinerated.
Brilliant.
Just take the badge
But
off.
supporting Chelsea is a crime.
Mark and Mindy.
Looks like you're Mindy now.
He's changed his mind and said Mandy. Excuse me.
Yeah.
He called everything. Truly. Every leader.
Who remembers Mork and Mindy?
Yes, very well. I didn't like Robin Williams, so.
Oh, is it that one where he's a bit silly?
Namu Namu. I
Oh, yeah.
hated it.
No, before my time, that one.
Never liked him actually. Never liked him.
They need to learn how to equalise their music, the consoles. One song's really loud and the other song's really quiet. So none are at the same level, you're constantly having to change your volume.
Yeah, they are. Some are really loud. Shout over them. I can do it though, look. Namu Namu. Namu Namu.
It's not hard.
Why do you want to do the Spock? Vulcan, what's it called? Saying goodbye, live long and prosper.
Oh, is that what it is?
I started to catch up with my back catalogue of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because what I've come to realise, all I've seen of the second trilogy
Yeah.
is episode 1.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I never went on to watch the
Yeah.
other 2. I forced myself to watch Attack of the Clones
Yeah, awful.
because it's connected to Mando.
Yeah.
No, to Boba Fett,
Yeah.
but it's an awful watch. And then I forced myself to watch Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the
Right.
Sith.
And I've got not even halfway through, and I'm like, I just can't. I'm done. It's terrible.
Well, you got to do it.
I
You got
can't.
to get
It's
through it
the
though.
worst thing I've ever
Star
seen.
Wars.
It was the worst thing ever until the sequels came out, and they were bad. The first one was alright, it was like really nostalgic with all the references they put in. The Last Jedi is in fact one of the worst movies I have ever seen
Oh,
ever.
I don't like any Star Wars.
Was that the first of the
Second.
last trilogy?
No, second of the last.
Second.
Little things you say are amazing. All, yeah. I can't remember what I said. I
What
can't,
was
I
it?
can't remember what I said. My brain's.
Oh, what do you say? Read it out.
He said, little things you say are amazing, all love.
Probably something about burning the Chelsea shirt.
Incinerator, like out in the garden, took me with him and he incinerated it in front of me. We do not support Chelsea. Chelsea is a crime to support them.
They always seem to have the same type of
Yeah,
fans
you know
as well.
what?
Yeah, they do.
Shall I tell you the one thing that stuck in my head ever since you said it, and every time I think of it, it cracks me up, and that was lobster thermidor. Lobster thermidor. Do you remember saying that about your brothers? That his kids eat lobster thermidor every time I think of it, it makes me smile.
Whose kids have lobster thermidor?
Now, don't you remember saying
You
that?
said about your brother.
Oh, Will's kids don't.
No, you were saying that he would get them to eat lobster thermidor or something.
Or just kids in general of
Yeah.
like a particular
I can't remember what I
era.
was talking about now, but it cracked me up.
I think we were just talking about kids in general and what they've become used to.
Yeah.
Like for example, I didn't have fillet steak until I was in my late 20s.
Yeah.
Bracken's had a ridiculous amount of fillet steak already.
That's the most
Yeah,
wonderful.
I was eating Waitrose chicken nuggets because they were delicious.
And you said about kids these days with eat lobster thermidor.
Thermidor,
Yeah,
yeah,
just cracked us up. What was he watching the other day and we saw someone did that?
Me.
Oh, we
No,
went-
it wasn't you.
No, it
It
wasn't,
wasn't
someone
you.
on telly, and I went, that's Ben!
8 out of 10 cats does countdown. What's his name? Joe Wilkinson does it a lot.
It was a film.
No, he was
it
watching a
wasn't
film and he went like that. He went, that's Ben!
I got it from 8 out of 10 cats.
You need to make that into a GIF.
That is so funny.
It probably is a gift somewhere. Joe Wilkinson.
You do it better than he does.
He's brilliant. It's just bang out of order and he does it.
I hate it when I do this because I don't instantly recognise people. But I saw him on the underground. But I was sitting there on the underground and he was standing up and I was like,
Who was it?
I'm like, I really know you. And I kept looking up and he kept looking down. I'm like, I'm trying not to be creepy, but I really know you. I don't know where I know you from, but it's not ringing any bells just yet. And it was only till like 3 days later, I was watching TV, I was like, oh, that's where I know you from.
Oh.
A guy from TV program you don't watch.
Oh.
And another one was Ruddy, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, okay.
He was at Centre Parks, and again I was in the swimming pool just looking at this guy. I
Yeah.
was like, I know you.
Yeah.
Bit creepy. I just could not link the two together. When I see people in their different habitats, it just doesn't click.
I remember when I was walking down Broadgate in Shoreditch. Not Shoreditch, the part between the City of London and Shoreditch, that road between the two. It was I just got out of Liverpool Street and I saw miles away, there's a guy wearing a cowboy hat. That's so weird. So I walked down and I was like, that's a guy wearing a cowboy hat, like enormous, like 6'8" tall. I walked past it, I was like, what's it? I start seeing loads of cameras. There's loads of cameras everywhere. I was just like, why are they taking a picture of this 6'8" guy? I look at him and it's bloody Hugh Jackman wearing a cowboy, like
No way.
full cowboy hat. There's like, what?
Oh.
That's literally Hugh Jackman. Like 6 foot, he was enormous.
He's a big guy.
Wolverine wearing a cowboy outfit. It was utterly brilliant.
Can be deceiving, can't it, on
Yeah.
TV?
He's so tall. He made Brad Friedel look tiny.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we went to Madame Tussauds, right, and all the figures in there are all true to size.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Tom Cruise is the same height as me.
Yeah,
5'4". He's tiny.
They put little milk carts down when they got
Yeah.
the scene. He stands on.
Because obviously you won't think he's that little on telly.
Brad Friedel was a nice guy. I met Brad Friedel a few times.
I was gutted when he left us. I really liked him.
Who's that?
I was gutted when he left
Kauffie.
when he retired from Tottenham. He was brilliant.
He was. It's annoying though when some players do better at other clubs. I mean, he did better for you than he did for us.
Because he was a much more experienced goalkeeper. He was 40, he was 39, 40 years old when he was playing for Tottenham. He was
Who did he go to in between? Villa?
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
And he was at Blackburn, then he went to Villa, then he went to Tottenham.
Yeah.
He was a brilliant.
So you would have been way too young, like when Teddy Sheringham and all that.
No, Teddy Sheringham was playing when he was in his second spell at Tottenham when I was started watching.
What about Sol Campbell and Jane Redknapp?
Can't say that name.
That's when you do that.
Can't say that name in.
Cannot say that name in here.
We need to add to this sign: no politics, or Sol Campbell,
Or
Where is he
Judas.
now? What's happened to him?
I don't care what Judas is. No one likes Judas.
Oh, God.
He's the most evil man alive, he is. Let's say him something. I remember his cousin was a dinner lady at King Solomon, and the stick she got every day because she was Judas's cousin. Like there was every day, people would start singing the Sol Campbell Judas song. I want to know why you're such a. Like they would sing that to her every day, just half the school, because 80% of King Solomon was Tottenham fans. So just everyone would just goad her with anti-Sol Campbell songs the entire day. It was brilliant.
Is he a mixed gender school?
No. Oh yeah, mixed gender.
I'm miserable. I've seen him talk to a few people.
Is he the miserable or stressed? Or maybe.
I don't think Gary is miserable. Gary just needs to get things done because he's the only person that does any work in there.
I must admit though, if you remember, when there's things to get done, I'm not a particularly nice person to be
On a Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to get all the stuff done because tomorrow there are no deliveries. They don't have the van tomorrow. So they've got to get all the stuff they can get out today. Yep, Judas.
Yeah, Teddy Sheringham was in his last.
Yeah, it was his last
The
hurrah when
tail
he
end-
came back to
tail end
Tottenham.
of his first Tottenham run when I got into football. Then he went off to Man U.
Won FO, except for the treble.
Except for.
Except for the treble.
And then came back to Tottenham, didn't he?
What a guy. Legendary footballer.
And then West Ham he went to, didn't he?
He went to West Ham and then he went to Portsmouth, then he went to West Ham for like a season, half a season.
How's his son doing?
Don't care. He's
Not in man football.
Where is he? Is he a footballer? No.
He was playing for Colchester
Was that because Teddy Sheringham
10
was the
years
coach?
ago. 10 years ago. Maybe.
Probably.
Obviously didn't make it.
It's hard to emulate.
Especially when your dad is a great. Like,
Exactly.
people don't realise how good Teddy Sheringham was.
I'll be honest with you, when Man U signed Teddy Sheringham, my first instinct was, so back then when I was watching football,
Yeah.
I was lucky if I got to watch Match of the Day. I definitely didn't see live games. I was like, why? Why are Man U going for Teddy Sheringham? Like, it just didn't.
It was a
Sync
sparkle.
with me, yeah.
He brought that team together. Him and Andy Cole were brilliant.
So is Dwight York.
Him and Dwight York were brilliant. I mean, that team was brilliant because they had Roy Keane in it.
Yeah.
They had Roy Keane, the best midfielder to play in the Premier League.
He is
Harvey's dad.
Harvey's dad, isn't he? Yeah.
And we
Dwight
will not
York,
mention
Cole.
that because that's a horrible story about what he did.
Oh no. But do you know what?
Okay.
I love
Harvey.
Harvey. Oh, what a day!
I do think it's a crazy story, that is.
I watch you all the
So
time.
you had Dwight York, Cole, Sheringham, and Solskjaer. Like, that's a
That was a front
that's a
four.
threat, innit? And they still had
Oh,
Beckham
no,
then.
what about,
They had Beckham, they had Scholes.
Scholes,
Cantona?
Who?
What?
Cantona.
Not
Cantona.
Katona. She's in
That's Kerry Cantona.
what were you going to do? Iceland commercials. We don't talk about Iceland here because I've never been in one.
Cantona.
My mother refused to let me go in Iceland. She was like, "No, we're not going in here."
And don't miss much. I'm not a fan.
Apparently, say what you want about Iceland though, they have no plastic in their shop. They're the only supermarket that has no plastic. Everything's
Bollocks.
no. Iceland is the only one.
What do you mean plastic?
They have no like plastic wrapper or stuff on their produce.
Yes, they do.
I've never known.
Yes, they do.
We go shopping there.
All their packet ham has, the cheese, even like their chicken nuggets is like one of those plastic
What
kind
else
of
would you
freezer
be
bag.
using?
Plastic free by 2023, Iceland.
Ah, okay.
They're
So
the only supermarket that has said they're going to do that.
Wow, that's good.
Compared to Sainsbury's, are not doing it. Marks and Spencers, Lidl, Iceland have said they're going to do
So
it.
what will everything be in there?
Everything will have to be open, just like the old days in shops.
What are you packing?
Everything will have to be like you get the stuff you need.
Packet.
Yeah, paper packets, and you
Oh,
measure
oh.
everything yourself.
Because they have a lot of stuff in cardboard. I must admit, I'm not a fan, but if you want like a real easy, almost dirty Friday night meal
Yeah,
that's going to cost you less than £5,
Iceland.
take go Iceland, get chicken nuggets, some pizzas, some
Yeah.
chips, go out and put it in the oven.
Yeah, sort of.
It's party food.
No.
Iceland is literally
Yeah, it's a party food.
Literally party food.
So Sheringham is the fittest player at 42. Yep, he was. He was brilliant because he wasn't quick.
He's still in good shape now.
Yeah.
I spoke to him the other day. He's in really good shape. He's in better shape than I am.
And retired, he could have gone on. Yeah, he could have. He could still play now. His brain was so fast.
Yeah.
Because that's why he was so good.
Yeah, he wasn't the pace guy, was he? He was
No,
the right
he's-
place, right time guy.
Him and Klinsmann, if they had a better team around them, they would have won everything. Him and Klinsmann. They were godlike.
Mm. That's the one thing that did put Sheringham on the map for me, was like, why is Robbie Fowler on the bench?
Yeah.
I understand Shearer, but why is
Shearer and Sheringham.
Yeah.
That's the
Let's
two you
blind
need.
him. Let's blind him. What about Shearer and Sutton?
Shearer and anyone, or just Shearer.
Just
Just
Shearer as
Shearer,
well.
just Shearer. That's all you need, really. And that's the main problem with Tottenham. They don't have a striker that can play with Harry Kane because Harry Kane does everything. That is the problem. No one wants to play for Tottenham because they've only got one striker because they will get benched every game because Harry Kane is just that good.
Absolutely.
And that is the problem. But still, they should buy another striker because it's ridiculous.
We're in trouble if he's not there, for whatever reason. Who have you got in the FA Cup next round?
Middlesbrough away.
Oh yes, remember that conversation.
Which, if we play well, we'll batter them. Because United, people went on about Middlesbrough how United were terrible. They were awful against Middlesbrough. They had about 7 chances they should have buried
When was Man U not awful? Can't remember.
when Ferguson was their manager.
Yeah, exactly.
But they were particularly awful against Middlesbrough. They were terrible. Like they missed like 3 or 4 sitters.
And they drew against Burnley, didn't they? Monday?
No, it was Arsenal. No, it wasn't United. Arsenal drew to them as well. Burnley.
Well, last night.
No, they beat Wolves last night. Arsenal.
It's only a game.
It's not only a game.
No.
It's not. There's a lot more than that. My favourite is Berbatov. He was a team player.
Oh shit.
Oh bloody hell!
We have appointments. Excuse me for swearing.
Yeah, we're to miss some at R4.
Whoops. Sorry.
Lose track of time in here, Ben.
As usual.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't want to waste coffee.
Thank you for the lovely coffee.
Favourite is Berbatov. He was a team. Yeah, Berbatov was brilliant.
He was a talent, but he was a bit lazy, wasn't
He wasn't lazy. He was a god for what he did. I've never seen a player as good as him.
Technically, he's nice.
His first touch was incredible.
Yeah, technically he was incredible, but he didn't have a work ethic, I don't think.
You didn't need to. You just needed to play around him. It's just like, but some players don't need to be like, let's say, Luis Suarez running around all the time.
No, that's fine if your team's
Yeah.
on top. I mean, I think he got away with it at United because he had everyone else running for him, but if you're not,
But Tottenham, he was brilliant, and
Yeah,
he
he
wasn't
was.
great.
but
Swear
then
they're not more.
he wouldn't drag the team forward, you know?
So that's £6, please, when you're ready.
Thanks, Ben.
Pay by card, please.
Yeah.
You should definitely get the nice discount. What's the Sony please?
We haven't. What's it called? We haven't implemented it yet.
Oh, okay.
Ben's coffee's cheap enough as it is.
It is
Oh,
quite,
that's an insult, isn't it?
it is quite cheap, to be honest.
No, I don't often think how cheap it is. Coffee's not cheap, but the price is.
What? Don't do that now.
Well, compared to Jan, I'm
The
much,
coffee-
cheaper,
the
I'm much
coffee's
cheaper
not
than Jan.
cheap coffee, not horrible coffee. I'm saying that his prices are cheap.
It's the first time you ever said the C word with something that's actually good. You normally say, oh, that's cheap, because it's tapped.
Cheap works out expensive.
It does.
Yeah.
Buy cheap, buy twice.
Yeah. I've heard that today already by someone as well. Right, thanks, Ben. Have a nice
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming, as always.
See you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Might pop in Monday, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Monday, Valentine's special on all day.
And our anniversary.
And your anniversary.
Yeah.
10 years.
So we're going to spend our anniversary with you, Ben.
Oh, brilliant. You got hired.
Bye, everyone.
Take care, Ben.
See ya.
See you later.
See you later. Ever lazy, give me the ball and I will create. Yep, that's what he was. That's who he was. So I actually now get to finally read your email, Anthony, because you sent me an email. I read Neva's, and we will do it. We're going to send you the samples on Monday. Let's see what you said. So, if I, Neva, she has a percolator, so yep, I'd love to taste your coffee. So now anyway, you don't have to put it on. Yep. Nothing to do with it, but genuinely enjoy your streams and great pleasure. Encourage your friend, any sense, good vibes and people join and take pleasure. Thank you for your kind words, Anthony. It really means a lot. This stream is meant for you guys. I mean, this stream is, without you guys, this stream doesn't happen. It'd just be me in my coffee studio with my jazz music or whatever music I've got on at the time. Oh no, that's too loud now. It'd just be me shouting in a room at myself. So you guys bring the conversation and I reply to it. So thank you guys for joining in, all of you. And like whether it's Anthony or Cartman or Nifa or Carl Simpson or all of you guys that hang out in the stream. Without you guys, the stream doesn't exist. We're only a fledgling channel. We don't have many people here. But we don't need many people because we got each other, don't we? That's all that matters. Give me 6 lovely people over 100 terrible people. Any day of the week. That's what this stream is the foundation of. So yeah. Yes, you can ask a question, Cartman. Absolutely, it's the whole point. Ask me a question. As long as it's not too crazy. How long is the beard going to grow? Not much longer, to be honest. I need to trim it at the weekend because it's now starting to go ginger. That's the problem. It's my Eastern European and Irish roots are starting to take their toll, and they're starting to show a bit of ginger. So I need to chop it down a bit. So I just need to chop what I call the tiger stripes down at the end. So I will probably do that tomorrow. I do like to keep my beard fairly long, just to remind me who I am. But I do need to keep it tidy. So I will do that tomorrow morning. To make sure that I've got some charge in my... But I feel like it looks good at the moment. It's starting to get a bit annoying though. Not itchy, because my beard's only itchy when I trim it. So that's gonna be the problem. But it gets a bit too fluffy here. I want to see at least 3 foot. It's not happening, unfortunately. It's quite long. Because I've got curly hair, it will probably be about... I'd say at least 7 centimetres. If I go swimming like Anthony or Nifa, I feel physical drag when I'm swimming. That's how long my beard is. So it does need to be trimmed. If there was a current in the swimming pool, my beard would take me out to sea. It's like a sail for the water. The music seems to have calmed down now. When Mark and Mandy were in here, it was almost like it was too fast, but now it's like it's captured the mood a bit more. But Monday stream, it will probably be back to normal. As much as I love the consoles and I love everything they do, I think we do need to have a bit more lo-fi. I'd love to see how I would do it. But there's so much music that's public domain now in terms of you can use them because like you can use music from the 40s, 30s because they are public domain. It's just whether I can, how I do it. How do I put the license in my videos? I was slightly worried then, Cartman, about the question you were going to ask. I thought it was going to be on a certain word that's going about at the moment. Unbelievable quotes from you. You are great. I try to be. People can ask me about my beard all day. I probably need to trim the tash as well, because the tash is now really long. It doesn't look it because I've got my beard here, but it covers my entire mouth when I brush it down. So it's quite funny. The idea, back to the music, would be my friend that lives next door, Mr. Tom, who you've seen on stream with his lovely girlfriend Laura, or Laura as I call her, because I can't be asked to say the Italian version of Laura. I'm lazy, so I say Laura. It's a bit more... we're going to try and... Oh, it's getting a bit... We're going to try and compose some coffee shop music with like he's got a synthesizer, which is quite cool really. I went to his apartment with Laura after we had some dinner the other night, and he showed me the synthesizer machine he's got. It's just like, we should make some coffee shop music. Like, we should record we should like record coffee shop sounds, like things like you can't really hear it from here, but like just recording just like pumping of the machine and like the steam ones and just like genuine clanging of, we like record all like the little nuances of sound, which I really love about coffee shops. So when you go to like a really like busy one, and then compose some music with like some rain sounds, and I think it'd be really cozy and beautiful, and then making it available for free for everyone. There's loads of amazing videos on YouTube with atmospheric music like snowstorms and rainstorms and just everything in general, just like great ASMR, calming streams for sleeping, and a lot of great things. But you can't use any of them because everyone would copyright you. They've taken all this time to make this stuff and no one can use it. There's not even a link to say, can I buy it? Can I use it? Can I buy it? Can I buy the license so I can use it? I'll happily support your music if you let me buy it. Let me buy it. I'll happily buy it from you. I'll pay £20 for it. Upwards of more. And like, I was like, oh, this is my work. I've worked really hard to do this. Now don't use it. Just like, hi Ben, I'm June, a friend of Nifa. Yep, we saw you the other day, June. Lovely to see you again. Hopefully you're having a great day. There's all this amazing music that's about, and you can't use any of it because because copyright laws are stupid. They're antiquated, stupid rules. And like, it's like, you can't buy the license for any of this stuff. I'd happily buy it. I'd happily buy the license. But you can't because they make it so difficult. I mean, I've learnt this a lot on Tottenham Tantrum Gold. That the prices they're asking for some of the games we show are stupid. But yeah, that's my rant about music. So yeah, we would like to we'd like to create some coffee shop music that anyone can use for free. Just give us the credit for the music. Just like say, yep, drop the link in the chat, and then use the coffee shop music. How are you today, June? What has brought you here today? That's nice. What's that? Oh, Tifa's theme. Final Fantasy. Interesting. 3 billion bid for Tottenham, turned down by Daniel Levy, according to Sean Butler's stream. Interesting. Interesting. Let's have a look at the Athletic. Told you about your site, so I thought I'd be nosy. Good stuff. I had a stream down because of AirPlay annoying. Yep. I'm going to turn that music back up. Yeah, thank you for coming by. I mean, be nosy all you want. Ask me any questions you have about Kauffie, or let's just have some chat. I know she means neither. Anthony. I got what she meant. Cool site. Thanks. It's pretty good, right? I'm still here in case you think I've disappeared. No problem. You guys are here to lurk. This is the point of this stream. So I am actually going to apologise for maybe changing the vibe today, but I'm looking for different vibes. If it's a more conversational vibe, this upbeat music might be a bit more suited rather than the super like sleepy go bye-bye music. Have a coffee. I've already had 2 coffees. I've already had one. I don't want to drink too much coffee. Don't get high on your own supply. That's what I tell you, Carter. Never get high on your own supply. I've had 2 great coffees today. If I wish to have another one, I shall in a bit. It is a Friday, so I won't need the energy. I will have a glass of water though. But we're winding down the week. I do love the original, more relaxing sounds. Yeah, I also enjoy them. I like your expression, sleepy go, but it is the amount of people that text me and say, Ben, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep in your stream again. Kuva has never got through one of my streams. He has never finished one of my streams. He's never, because he always falls asleep. Dermo, God bless him, falls asleep in my stream. Everyone falls asleep in my stream. I don't know whether to be offended or should be like, apparently I'm relaxing. I don't think I'm relaxing. I think I'm a megalomaniac half the time. But it's definitely the sleepy go bye-bye show. Don't you worry, Anthony. We will be back to the more comfortable music, the more rainy day music. I would love, personally, I would never be able to use it. My favourite playlist on Spotify is the Rainy Day Jazz playlist. I love that playlist. When we're not on stream, that's the playlist I usually have in the winter. Until about Christmas time, then it's all Christmas jazz music. Ooh, this is lovely. Oh, it's Dire Dire Ducks. I love this one. Ah. Dire Dire Ducks. I love Super Mario 64. Touch base with you again, Ben. Gonna get my dinner now. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, June. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you for coming by the site, and we'll see you later. I would like to get a better microphone though. I think that's one of the next things I need to purchase, one of those HyperX microphones or something like that. Just a bit more, hopefully it's a bit better for the sound of my voice. But everyone seems to be happy with the mic volume, so. I'm being naughty eating a bar of chocolate. Picked one with the raspberry. Ooh. Didn't read the small print and it's extra dark chocolate. Oh no. Oh no. Extra dark, no. No, 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 no. I don't like extra dark chocolate. I'm very much a milk chocolate type of guy. I like milk chocolate. Good milk chocolate though. I do love the Montezuma's peanut butter milk chocolate bar. Today they didn't have a biscuit. Sometimes I have a jammy dodge. It's whatever's on offer in the shop today. Today they didn't have a biscuit. Don't change the mic. Interesting. Interesting. The problem is I don't listen to my streams back because I hate the sound of my voice. And I don't think I will ever like the sound of my voice. I mean, so I can't tell if it sounds good or not because I never listen to it back. I just can't physically do it. But yeah, it's whatever the biscuit is in the shop. I need to get some more biscuits because my brother came to the shop earlier and he managed to go through about 5 of my biscuits. Typical Will, doesn't buy a single coffee. He drinks 2 coffees, doesn't buy any of them and eats half my biscuits. Great. When he's supposed to be cutting down weight to go skiing. So he's been drinking meal replacement shakes recently. he's been drinking all these meal replacement shakes, and because it doesn't fill his stomach, because again this meal replacement nonsense is nonsense, and he's going and eating all my biscuits. It was just like, just eat properly, Will. Just eat properly. I'm not a milk chocolate fan. I love Bourneville. Interesting. Or dark Swiss chocolate. Yeah, some people love dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate. I prefer milk chocolate, personally. Usually because I'm eating the chocolate on its own. I'm never eating it with something. I did the other day I had a chocolate overdose. I had my chocolate tea from Moxie, which I need to order more of because I love Moxie's chocolate tea. Awesome singing. I was trying Moxie's milk chocolate tea, and I had a chocolate biscuit with it, and that was a bit chocolate overload. I'm a milk chocolate guy, but I hate to waste it, so still eating this stuff. Disgusting, far too bitter dark chocolate. Will need to rinse my mouth out with a cuppa to help get. Yeah, you could use it to make some hot chocolate. Just put it away. Make a hot chocolate with it. Put a tiny bit of brown sugar in there. Dissolve it in. So I would bain-marie it. So pot of hot water, not too hot. Glass bowl or whatever bowl you've got on the top of it. Low heat. Put all the chocolate in there. Mix it round, put a tiny bit of butter in, tiny bit of milk, dissolve that chocolate until it becomes like really thick and smooth, but glossy, and then pour a bit into a cup, and then just some hot milk. Make a hot chocolate, glorious. What music do you like, Ben? I like a lot of things. I've got a very bizarre music taste. I like a bit of everything, really. I mean, my favourite sort of music is 1950s rock and roll and rockabilly. That's what I grew up with. Rock and roll, rockabilly. I love my jazz music. I love like AC/DC sound, heavy rock and roll, just like proper great rock and roll music. I don't much like I used to love electronic music, but for me it's too boomy now. My guilty pleasure is K-pop. I do love K-pop. It's really funny. One minute I listen to like really heavy AC/DC, and then the next minute I'm listening to Twice. K-pop is a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's great. It's just it's addictive. K-pop is addictive. It's just so brilliant. But yeah, I love stuff like the Stray Cats. I love Chuck Berry, of course, the king of rock and roll, in my opinion. I've even been getting into some like BB King stuff recently. I love BB King music. I love that electric bluesy. I love I might go and see Eric Clapton. I love country music. I've always loved country music. Country music has been my thing for many years now. And we're going to the Country Music Festival at the O2 in March with Luke Combs. Luke Combs is headlining the night I'm going, so I'm very excited because I love Luke Combs' music. Proper old school country music, properly great singer, brilliant music, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, 50s rock and roll, rockabilly, Stray Cats rockabilly is probably my favourite. I love the Stray Cat strut. I'm trying to learn that on the guitar at the moment. That is tearing my fingers apart because it's quite intricate. Lots of bar chords. But yeah, I would say the Stray Cat style rockabilly is my favourite. In total, because it's got everything. It's got the rock and roll roots, but it's got that heavy rock influence, like heavy rocky blues influence from like stuff. But it's just so... Brian Setzer, if you don't know who Brian Setzer is, he's the greatest... In my book, he's the best guitarist in the world. In my book. I'm probably wrong, because Hendrix is probably the best. I love Brian Setzer's guitar playing. He's partly my influence for wanting to play guitar again. So I love that style of guitar. Alright, let's read some of these comments. We're getting back to... Your voice sounds good to me. I don't know if you would like mine. Not many people like South Africa. Yeah, it's something to... I know a few South Africans. So yeah, I'm absolutely fine with South African accent. I'm used to a lot of accents here and there. And every accent's been through my door. So yeah, I don't mind the South African accent. It's got that Afrikaans, but got that the Dutch influence, a bit of French. It's got everything in that. It's like it's a melting pot accent. Cartman saying woohoo, same. The 50s is great. Yeah. Blues and rock and roll is the stuff. Yeah. You grooving away to that music. Can't imagine life without good music. I too like country, yeah. I love this because it's like... I don't make it a secret that I love video games. I've always loved video games. So the fact there is a band in Australia that's like repurposing old video game music and then making it into jazz is brilliant. I love jazz music. Get to the Sun Records, it'll be amazing things to see. Yeah? This is the problem with a lot of streaming now. You're not allowed to use a lot of music. You can't use other people's content without their permission, but no one gives you permission for anything. So you've got to really look for people that will give you permission, and those people are absolutely the greatest people on the planet. They've made something brilliant, and then they're letting other people like them use their stuff. It's great. Help each other out. That's what we want. Going for a bit longer, guys. I think we will stop the stream about 20 past 5. It's a shorter stream today because I had my guitar lesson. Elvis Presley had some great guitars, and he was a great guitarist in his own right as well. I do love Elvis. I love the Beatles. I love Elvis. My accent toned down somewhat now as I've been living... Yeah, it does. I think my favourite artist, as in artist, is the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys. I adore the Beach Boys. Not many people are on this hill, but the people that are on this hill... I'd like there for the Beach Boys. If you ever need like something to listen to, you listen to the Beach Boys and the London Philharmonic Orchestra album. one of the greatest things that's ever been created ever. It's just such vibes. Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Roy Orbison, yeah, the Rockabilly guys. So I consider all those guys Rockabilly, because it is Rockabilly really, because it's a hollow-bodied instrument for the most part. Well, Johnny Cash is the founder of Rockabilly. This is considered a fact that Johnny Cash is the father of Rockabilly. Rockabilly doesn't exist if it's not for Johnny Cash. It's an upright bass, small band, upright bass, guitarist, maybe an acoustic guitarist and a drum kit. That's it. Small band. And maybe a piano player as well if they need it. Elvis Presley's is that gospel. Elvis Presley's really one of the only guys in that you could consider rock and roll, because Elvis was very gospel. They had a lot of gospel records for Elvis, which makes it the mixture between blues, country, and gospel. That's what the triangle that makes rock and... Well, no, that's not a triangle. The triangle that makes rock and roll. Jerry Lee Lewis is totally Rockabilly, because it's just crazy. It's just fire, brimstone, just fast playing, just upright bass just going boom, 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 boom. Just can't. Roy Orbison, love Roy Orbison. See, with me, I put Chuck Berry is my favourite when it comes to that 50s rock and roll era. Rock and roll, rockabilly. Chuck Berry's my favourite. For me, Chuck Berry is the man. As much as I love Elvis, and I love Elvis's music, I'm a big fan of Elvis. Chuck Berry's the guy for me. Will you be serenading us once you master? Because I'm not allowed to. If I play anything that's any sort of copyright, I get my stream pulled. So unfortunately, I can't. Unless I start composing my own music, which I don't think I'm good enough to do, unfortunately. I don't think I'll ever be good enough. I love the gospel side of Elvis. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's so calming, that gospel side of Elvis. It's so beautifully, such a good voice. But for me, Chuck Berry's the man. I love Chuck Berry. So yeah, Chuck Berry's my guy. I love his style of guitar playing. I love the double stops. I love the fact he uses a Gibson. Because Elvis was really hagstrom. He used a lot of hagstroms for his playing. One of mine, Anita's very young lady lifeguards, is into drumming. I recommended her to YouTube to look for the original, I think 50s before my time drum solo called Wipeout. Yeah, surf rock. Yeah. Love Wipeout. The Ventures, that's the one. I love surf rock music. It's one of the reasons I love Typhoon Lagoon at Disney so much. People are going to be fed up with my Disney talk, but I love Disney World. Disney World is still my favourite place to go to. So yeah, I love surf rock music. So Typhoon Lagoon is a water park at Disney World, if you don't know it. And it's one of the reasons I used to love just going there. And there's a lazy river in Typhoon Lagoon that goes around the entire park, and it just goes all day long. And I would happily sit in that tube and go around that lazy river the entire day. But I love that it just blasts surf rock, Beach Boys, Jimmy Buffett, a lot of the Ventures, Surfing Bird from I can never remember who made it. But all that, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s surf rock, they just blast it all. I love surf rock. Chuck Berry is great, but he doesn't have that scream. Ooh, that's controversial. You could say, though, that Chuck Berry invented a lot of the techniques, though. Double stops, the sliding into different chords, the blue notes. He brought the gospel and the blues together. He was the originator of that sound, and Elvis took it into a different level. But for me, Chuck Berry was the guy. I love that he used... the Trashman. The Trashman is Surfing Bird. One of the reasons one of my dream guitars, I've got 3 dream guitars in my life. There's 3 guitars I will own. I'm desperate to own them. 3 guitars. One of them, the main one, I can't show pictures on it because I probably could, but I don't know if I would be allowed to do it. I probably could do, to be honest. Dream guitar number 1, the one I will definitely own by the end of next year if I save up my money, is the Gretsch White Falcon. I am desperate to own a Gretsch White Falcon. It's my favourite guitar ever. Mostly because Malcolm Young for AC/DC used it in the Back in Black album, which is one of my favourite albums ever. I love a White Falcon. I love that chimey note, but then that low-end Filtertron, because I use Filtertron pickups, the one I want. That low-end Filtertron growl, like aggressive growl, but with the sparkle on the top. So a Gretsch White Falcon is the number 1. Number 2 is a Gibson Les Paul, a proper one, because I've got a Gibson Les Paul. I've got my Gibson Les Paul, but it's a special. So it's more of a slab body than the Maple's carved top. So it's more of a carved top for the Les Paul. I want a black Les Paul with gold hardware and a Bigsby. I really love that. The black tuxedo looking Les Paul with the gold hardware, the cream binding. Oh, that's beautiful. That's stunning. Stunning. And then guitar number 3, because I love Back to the Future, is an ES 335. I would get a 345 is the custom version of the 335 with the custom shop inlays, but it's a bit too out of my reach in terms of price. I'd love a cherry red ES 335 like in Back to the Future, which is a fun fact, is in Back to the Future, when Marty McFly played an ES 345, that guitar wasn't invented yet. Because the pickups he used in the film were PAF pickups, patent applied for pickups, and they weren't invented till 1957. So Marty McFly was playing a guitar with things that weren't on the guitar. So it's a plot hole in Back to the Future. So, yep, wrong. Patent applied for pickups weren't invented until 1957, 1958 was when they first appeared on Gibson guitars. Invented by Seth Lover, was the guy that invented the PAF. So yeah, I would love to have an ES 335 in cherry red. Shadows with the Fenders. Yeah, they use Jazzmasters. Big fan of Jazz Masters. I would like to have a Jazz Master at some point, but it's not my... If I get a Jazz Master, it's because I've already got what I want. So yeah, I do love Jazz Masters with the big 70s head start. Well, actually no, they didn't use the big 70s head start because they were 50s. I do love the Jazz Masters. Super cool, different pickups, really cool sound with lots of reverb and lots of delay, which is really cool. I've always loved that sort of sound. So I definitely love the Jazz Masters. They also, I think the Shadows also used Strats, I think. So they used hollow-bodied guilds. They had some Stratocasters. Yeah, they mostly use Strats, actually. Okay, interesting. Oh no, there's a Jazz Master. But they also used other things. But mostly Strats. Okay. Just like oh bloody hell. Oh bloody hell. I can never remember. What's the album? Brian Setzer did a cover. I'll find the song eventually. I'll find it. Don't you worry. My brain is brain foggy. Mizzaloo. He did Mizzaloo was by Dick Dale. Dick Dale and the Deltones. Yeah. So yeah, Dick Dale used a Stratocaster as well, but he flipped it. No, it ventures that drummer had the fastest hands. Yeah. Castman saying, I have an Epiphone Gibson and I love it. Do you have a Les Paul or do you have an SG? Would like to know. I love Les Pauls and SGs. Nifa is saying, we will be ending the stream soon, so bye for now. Enjoy the weekend. I will see you soon, Nifa. Thank you for coming by the stream and I'll see you on Monday at 2 o'clock. Anthony Gray, one of my favourite films, Back to the Future. Yeah, I love that film. Castman saying, who is your favourite band? It's either the Stray Cats or it's AC/DC. I do love AC/DC too much, I think. I just love that band. They are brilliant. My dad loved the Shadows. Yeah, they were great. Oh, that was it. The Shadows also used Burns guitars. Burns out of... and they're back as well. Burns are actually making guitars again, which is really cool to see that they're back. Burns. I love Apache. You gotta start playing, Cartman. You gotta play it. Guitars are meant to be played. You've got to play them. I try and practice my guitar every day, at least 2 hours a day, hopefully. I try to. Never really ends up that way. I at least do an hour just playing about with it. Mine is the Beatles. Interesting. I love the Beatles. I mostly grew up with the Beatles. I love the Beatles. I still love the Beatles. I still think the Beatles are the greatest band of all time. I don't think there is a band as good as them in terms of what they did for music. Cartman is saying the Shadows are amazing. Yes, they are. I think the Beatles probably are the greatest band of all time. I need to watch that documentary. Good nostalgia, yeah. In terms, I mean, the Red album itself is an absolute barnstormer of an album. Going about, because my mum used to take me to school in her old, well it's not old, well it is old, but because it's 1998, so it is an old car now, technically. My mum used to take me to school in her Paul Smith blue Mini Cooper. And we just always have the Red album, just in the background, driving along. It was magical, I love that music. Just fond memories driving about. When I wasn't ill. It was sort of like, it takes me back. Hank Marvin's underrated, yeah he is. Another person who's underrated is Hank Williams Sr. Hank Williams Sr. is brilliant, a lot of his older stuff. Hank Williams Jr. is a bit of a lunatic, but some of his music's great as well. I'm not too into Hank Williams III. I've never really listened to his music. Bit of a lunatic, apparently, though, but he can't be as much of a lunatic as his dad. Even though I love his music, he makes some great tunes, Hank Williams the second. Hank Williams Jr. But I definitely love Hank Williams Sr. He's great. Hank Marvin's great. With the red Strat. Oh yeah. That was a look. Fiesta red Strat, Hank Marvin. Oh, Cougar is in the house. Sorry Ben, I was really busy. Hope the stream has gone well. Yeah, it got off to a bit of a rocky start. I forgot to play the intro. I then had myself muted for 3 minutes, but it's not a big stream today, unfortunately, because Tottenham on tour and the Irish Hotspur are doing a collaboration stream, and that's where most of my viewers are probably. So today is a chill stream. I've had a few people in there hereabouts. We've had a great time. We've talked stuff, we've talked everything, we've talked coffee, we've talked guitars. We have some great stuff. Anthony Gray. Okay, Ben. Okay, all. I'm off now. Wish you all a great, good and relaxed weekend. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by, Anthony. Hank Williams is the king of country. Oh, that's controversial. Controversial, Carterman. That is controversial. Well, the way they do it is there's every decade, the artist of the decade is given the moniker King of Country Music. For a lot of the older school country people, the King of Country Music is Roy Acuff. Roy Acuff is brilliant. It definitely earned the title King of Country Music. But there's you can't forget George Strait. George Strait, his music is unbelievable. Brilliant singer, great guitar player, brilliant band. There's a reason why they call George Strait now the king of country. Who will be the next king of country music? Who knows? Country music is starting to make a resurgence of good country music. I'm a country man in 4-wheel drive. Bum. That's good. It's a vibing tune. But when it comes to country music for me, I love Brooks and Dunn, and I love, absolutely adore a bit of Dwight Yoakam. I love Dwight Yoakam. Dwight Yoakam is a brilliant country player. He's brilliant. Brilliant guitar player as well. Great songs, great voice. Proper old school. He's got that. It almost goes into rockabilly with the swing movements of Dwight Yoakam. I think that's why Nashville didn't like him so much, because he had the country thing, like in spades, like truckloads of country, but then he had that rhythm that really, like, it gave him that little unique selling point of it. Had that. It wasn't rockabilly, but it was like rockabilly, but it was all that old school country flavour you get. So I think my two favourite is Brooks and Dunn, Boot Scootin' Boogie. You can't not like Boot Scootin' Boogie. Love Boot Scootin' Boogie. I'm gonna have to listen to that after the stream goes off. But I think my favourite country artist is Brooks and Dunn. They just make too many good tunes. So many. When they made another song together again, like Roddy Dunn went for his solo career and it didn't really take off. I don't know why people wanted him to go solo, because them two were a duo and they were a brilliant duo. As soon as they made a song together again, it was just like, yep, you guys should not be apart. Both of you should be playing together. They are brilliant together. Oh yeah, what a classic. Bum ba da bum bum dum 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 ba dum ba 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 da bum 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 ba da dum. If you cannot sing and play at the right time, it's not country. Well, yeah, and that's a lot of the newer country players. They can't play country music. Which is why I'm really happy why people like Luke Combs are coming in with old school country. Even Hannah Dasher is on the block. Hannah Dasher's a new artist that's come onto the scene in the last couple of months. And she's country. That is old school country. That she's great. There's some great country artists coming out of Nashville now. There's some good, like Jason Aldean's good. Someone we can't forget is Vince Gill. Vince Gill is amazing, and he's playing with the Eagles at the moment. I'd like to hear your opinion on this. What genre would you put the Eagles in? Would you call them Americana? Would you call them country? Or would you call them rock and roll? Because they've sort of got all of that together. They do country songs, they do rock and roll songs, and they do Americana. What is... Because they're not a bluesy band. Don Felder's an amazing guitar player, by the way. And it's a shame he's not touring with them. At least I don't think he's touring with them. As he fell out with them. What genre would you call the Eagles? Because they're a bit country, but they're a bit Americana. Let's see what Spotify says the Eagles are. What genre is the Eagles? Rock, country music, country rock, rock and roll, hard rock, folk rock, soft rock, southern rock. They are probably a bit more southern rock. But they definitely have some country. With Vince Gill in the band, they're definitely quite country. Because Vince Gill was a very good country singer. I'm going to let you answer this question if you're still in the chat. And then we will wrap up the stream. Because it has been 2 hours now. I managed to drag out that last 15, didn't I? I'm a pro. That is a big question. I'll put them as interesting. So I think southern rock does suit them, just like Skinner was southern rock, because they do have the country in there. They do have the rock and roll. They do have the country stuff in there. I would personally put them as Americana music, or country rock, or the problem is they just suit all those. They suit soft rock. They suit country. They suit all those genres, so they just go in all of them. Sorted. So, it's been 2 hours. It's time to wrap up the stream. Thank you so much for joining, everyone that joined the stream today. It was a smaller stream, except it wasn't for me, because but we're a less controversial stream, but thank you to Anthony, to Nifa, to Carterman, who's still in the chat, to Mr. Carl Simpson, to June, Nifa's friend. So I think to Kuva, because Kuva's in the house as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining the stream, everyone. It's not as brilliant as some of my other streams, but I enjoyed the stream today, so we'll keep it up. It was fun. We had a discussion. We talked music. Bum, ba-dum. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. I will see you on Monday at 2 o'clock, the usual time. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you Monday. Thank you so much. Goodbye.